Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Universal Heart Space. Today, we are speaking about the most important energetic of all. I was going to say subject, but it's not a subject, it's a beingness, and that is pure love. From the very beginning, when I met my beloved friend of the stars, Michael, who is my guide and my beloved friend, he told me pure love heals everything. Pure love heals everything. And so, communing in pure love with your beloved friend and all of your guides and going into quietude, even if it's 5 minutes a day, for healing your inner being, giving your nerves a balm of peace and rest that will heal them, it begins to change you. It begins to bring you peace. Pure love is the most blissful, sublime, extraordinary feeling. It is not any feeling that you have likely felt in this life, even with those that you love the most. In those feelings, there tends to be a certain, not just joy, but excitability. But pure love is eternally calming. It is joyful. It is sweet. It is playful, but it is always gentle. It is always tender. And as pure love heals, you're going to find that the things in the outer world do not bother you as much because you love everyone. You love Mother Earth. And you find this peace within yourself that you send to the world with your allies, because it's powerful. We have a lot of allies who will come and they'll come and be with you in your meditation. And in the universal heart space, the whole universe is there. And so you can create with many other beings huge love in your heart space. Michael is here and we're pouring pure love on you right now. If you quiet your mind and open your heart, you will feel it. And invite in your own guide, your own beloved guide who's showing you the way home. So, as you go into meditations of pure love and quiet yourself in the stillness and begin to feel that creative womb around you, and there's all this love in this space, and all of this potential, but you are just still because that potential, as you are connecting to your own pure love, that source of being, it will come to you. the inspirations will come to you. And that's how I have learned to live in a life of surprises and what is coming next. It's living in magic. It's living in wonder. And it's really joyful, full of surprises. Because the understanding and the answers to what you're being guided into, they come in divine timing and you feel it. As more is revealed to you, you feel it as if loving stardust is pouring over you. Oh, that's what this is. So things are always open for more understanding and revision as the divine timing or the sacred within something is revealed. We've had many missions, and I would say the sacred in the mission. If you enter on this journey of going into the quietude and the stillness and allowing your heart to increasingly become calm and centered, and consciously relaxing your body, all of your muscles from your head and your neck and your arms all the way down through your torso and your abdomen to your feet. So your body's relaxed, your mind and your feelings are quieted, and there's nothing else you have to do for 5 or 10 minutes. You give your whole being, especially your nervous system, a healing balm of love. And it does heal you. It does change you. But there is a challenging side to this. And that is, as Michael told me, that pure love heals everything. He also told me everything that is not pure love will come up to be healed. Will come up to be healed. This is so interesting because my given name is Cynthia Heald, Heald. Everything will come up to be healed. So you become the fullness of who you are. Everything will come up to be healed and released and wrapped in pure love. And there may be a time you feel like you just need to release it. And eventually you will feel that you can enfold it with love as part of your journey. As part of your journey. Michael always says to me, love your entire journey. And there are parts of it that aren't easy to love because wounds have been created. But pure love heals everything. So, as you're doing these meditations, it is very important for you to know that all of a sudden, some old memory, something you thought you'd healed long ago from way down in the first and second chakra, maybe to do with safety, things that happened to you in your childhood that you thought you had worked through, relationships that had been hurtful or harmful to you, emotions of fear and anger and even hatred around these things for what was done, they come up and they may keep coming up. And you're doing these meditations of pure love and you're thinking, I'm not pure love. Yet in your core, you are. This just has to come up and heal. And you let it go and know that you can trust that you will be safe. How much my allies would say to me over and over again, you are safe. You don't need to hold on to this anger anymore. You are safe. You are loved. You are loved by the whole universe. And it helps, as we mentioned before, read about near-death experiences, about where you go when we cross over into that pure love. And you are entirely embraced and enfolded by everyone there. But I will tell you, it has been hard for me. I have been writhing in times at night in so much pain and a sense of injustice and righteous indignation about how I'd been hurt. And so much I would say to Michael, I think you should leave because I think human beings are just too wounded. And this just keeps coming up. And he stands with me and he says, I promised you that I would never leave because you are pure love and you are healing and I am with you. And then I would calm and I'd have his beautiful heart rest with mine, which I invite you to do whenever this happens. Pure love heals everything. Pure love heals everything. Pure love heals everything. I can attest to this through my own journey. Does one become perfect? Do things still come up? Yes. But overall, you can feel how much calmer you are. You can feel how if something upsets you, you can almost immediately let it go and wrap it in love. And that's where we're all going. And then beings will come and begin to say, will you become one with me? The angelic realms. We are all one now. And we will do some journeys to sacred places, many sacred places we have been around the world that we will share with you, those energetics, because it's very helpful for being able to go to places that are deeply connected to Mother Earth's love and to the love of the stars. And they help you awaken faster. But trust the journey. Oh my goodness, there have been times when we are doing this deep meditation and then all of a sudden some old wound comes up and I'm crying and I'm just saying, I can't get it out of me. I can't get it out of me. And just patiently wait, patiently just allow it. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid you're going to fall into those same things again? No, you've learned from them. Now you'll know how to set better boundaries. And at times, if a situation is such that it is extremely unhealthy, sometimes you just have to leave. Lovingly love someone from afar, care for someone from afar. I'm going to share with you something I have been asked to share with you about pure love's healing. And this is something that is very new that happened over the sacred holy nights of December and early January. And just after Epiphany, which is January 6th, where you look at a picture of what is going to come for the whole year. The next day, I went to see my cardiologist because I've seen a cardiologist ever since I was 40 when I collapsed because I had pericarditis with an effusion and had to have a pericardial window put in. And then I had pain for 10 years that was coming and going, and then it finally subsided. But then I was diagnosed in 2020 during COVID with myocardial bridging because my heart just went all kaflooey and my heart rate was racing and I was having a really difficult time. And they did an angiogram and discovered that I had this myocardial bridging where I had a muscle on one of the major arteries of my heart that was congenitally grown over the top of an artery. And they tried to clear it. There was a little bit of plaque there, but they couldn't stent where there was a muscle there. And so with every beat of my heart, it was obstructing the flow. And that has made it difficult for me to exercise very strongly through my life. And I would have chest pain if I overdid it and have to rest sometimes for days. But after we went to Europe and visited many sacred portals in Ireland at the Grange and at Newgrange, then up to Callanish in the Outer Hebrides, that great stone circle, went to Glastonbury and the Tor and the Chalice Well. I came back and then I did a series of tests and an exercise test. And when I saw the cardiologist, he said, your results in many of these tests were over 100% for your age. And we saw the blood is flowing through all of your vessels. And he picked up the plastic heart and showed me the LAD where my heart blockage was. And he says, everything is flowing. You don't have cardiovascular disease. It's flowing even through here, where there's supposed to be this blockage. And he looked at me rather quizzically and questioning, like, did you ever really have problems? And I didn't know what to do with it because his facial expression was so odd. But I went home and I was brought into a meditation. The allies brought me into a meditation and said, pure love heals everything. And Michael came forward and said, you are now, Cynthia, healed. Cynthia means goddess of the moon. And our mission, Michael and my mission, part of it is to bring the divine feminine and the divine masculine together and bring that to the earth to help bring into balance the harmony between the masculine and the feminine. And that is the moon space in the quiet womb of the dark is the divine feminine. So I said, now you are Cynthia healed, and you are no longer to think of yourself as someone who is ill, because you're very healthy. You're healthy, and trust it, because pure love heals everything. And it's going to heal you. Blessings to everyone.